Hey guys, welcome back. Mike here. Another final review here on Mike's RC Corner. Just doing a wrap up of the series on the HSP SCT24 124 scale short course truck. Just go over real quick again. I got a Charger, and it was European style. They sent a North American adapter. It was a 250 milliamp hour Charger, and it's a nickel metal battery that came inside this RC. And it's a 220 milliamp hour 4.8 volt nickel metal battery that came in this RC. So with the Charger being that, it took roughly, it was easily under 2 hours to charge this battery up. So I was okay with that. We plan to run this battery out on this RC. Took I was running this truck for anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes, and I still didn't fully kill the battery on this RC. It was slowing down, but it was still running, and I was really pleased with the amount of runtime. So again, quick, I'll just go over the radio that comes with it. I'm really impressed with this radio. If you look on the box art of the packaging, it shows, and if you go on the website, it shows a slimline, more of a kid style radio. You know, it didn't have the base. You put the batteries up the stem where you put your hand, and it was a lot shorter, more compact. This is a full-size 2.4 gigahertz radio, and I'm really impressed that this came with it. It's one of the better stock radios that I've seen, and I really like the wheel, and I like the foam cushion on it, and the trims, everything worked great. It bound right away. There was no real need to play with it. It took the 4 AA's underneath. So we'll just get back to the truck again and my final thoughts. I really enjoyed driving this. If you see the running video on my driveway, these aren't oil filled shocks, but they seem a little bit bouncy at first, you think, but the way this RC was running at its speed, it was doing very well, and it was just soaking up the minor bumps, and the terrain that it went on. This thing was great. It's too low to run in grass. You maybe could run this on AstroTurf, no problem, but the clearance is only, you know, a finger height, finger width. Here I can just get my finger under the body here, under the chassis. So other than that, I'll just pull the body clips off again and have a real quick peek. Again, the body was good. It's really stiff and durable. I'm pretty sure it's compatible with the LOSI bodies, anything like that. So just looking at it here, that is the electronic speed controller, the ESC, and the receiver. It's all built in one unit. There's 4 screws you can take off and lift this top cover off, or there might be a couple more here on the above the bulkheads. You know, 4 to 6 screws, and this comes off, and you get access to the electronics. It's a brush setup. It's not a world beater by any means, but I wasn't disappointed with the speed. I would like maybe 5 kilometers faster would be great, but overall I enjoyed playing with this. It's meant for being in a small area. I think if you set up a garden hose, or you got some of those phone tracks from RCP, or anything that you can put in the garage and put some wood and slats down or anything like that, you make a nice little racetrack. A couple of these would be just a hoot to drive around and race. And just overall, this thing just fun just to drive around in a smaller area. You can probably drive it in the basement or something in the winter time if you have snow as an issue where you live, anything like that. One thing too I like about this is in a couple years my son will be old enough to get into RCs, and this thing runs at a great speed that it'll be good for him to start RCing on. He can have a lot of fun, and I don't really see too many things breaking on this, but overall it's it's a cool RC. All the linkages, everything are plastic, but they're firm, but they got a little bit of flex and give, which I think will make the this a long-lasting thing. And someday I may get some time and spend a little money. I may tear this down and mod it up and put a mild brushless system in. My only concern about putting brushless into this truck is you may blow the diffs out if you get too much speed, and then you'll be constantly fixing, and I don't know if you'll be able to upgrade from there. So, but I'm reading up a bit about it, and a lot of the LOSI parts work on this, and these parts work on the LOSI truck, the micro short course truck from there. So I think this thing's a total score. It's about half the price of what the LOSI is, the 2.4 gigahertz. I mean, I paced it off. I was 100 feet away, and this thing still had plenty of range and was still going. It was actually getting hard to see the RC, so I don't really see the need for more than to be 100 feet away from this, and no glitching, no problems. It was awesome with the range of the radio. So if you buy the LOSI version, that's the AM, it's terrible range. I've had one, and this is cheaper than that model by at least $30. And then LOSI has the brushless one with their 2.4 gigahertz technology, and it's like twice as much as this RC. So even if you wanted to go brushless, you could probably still buy a brushless system from Hobby King or something like that and still save money and get in cheaper than you would with the LOSI. So it's definitely a great solution if this is what you're looking at, this kind of scale RC. So if I just to give it a review and the final score, I give it probably a 4 out of 5. It met all my initial thoughts of how I thought this thing would run, and it exceeded it by quite a bit. I wasn't expecting much, but it turned out to be really well, a lot of fun to drive, and just it is for something in a smaller area, in a driveway, a basement of a house, a garage. You can make a small dirt track in a small area, and have a lot of fun with these things. I definitely recommend getting 2 or more and having fun driving them together to make it even much more enjoyable experience. So guys, thanks for tuning in again. Mike here, MRC. Please like, subscribe. I like all your comments and feedback. Love reading that stuff. I'll try to answer your questions if you got any. Thanks again to Banggood for sending me this truck to review. So once again guys, the HSP SCT24 also comes in many different other versions. There's a rally car, there's a desert truck, and all kinds of things. So pick your fancy, whatever you choose. So again guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you again next time. Take care.